Hello, y'all. Welcome back to Truth on 4th Street. This is your gracious host, Nia Simone, and I will be doing my podcast today on the summary response that I did on the podcast We Spy Two Black Klansmen. The title of my podcast today is the KKK OKK in the USA? The podcast started discussing the Black Klansman movie that was so awesomely directed by Spike Lee. And basically, the Black Klansman was about the movie Black Klansman was about a black police officer who infiltrated police officer named Ron Stallworth, who infiltrated the KKK in Colorado. So this movie was very great. Had some very romantic. It had a very romantic perspective on capturing and stopping the KKK. In my opinion, because it was very. It wasn't. It had. It definitely had its raw moments, but for the most part, it kind of just glossed over a little bit in my opinion. However, the reason why we are comparing the Black Klansman movie to Omarosa's Tell-All Book is because of the lack of facts between them. And plus, some might say in a jokingly manner that Omarosa is a Black Klansman. She was infamously known for supporting and being one of the directors of the urban department under the Trump administration. And many times people ask, like, why are you working for a man who literally and bluntly doesn't respect the black or brown community? And her response will always be, oh, he's not racist, he cares for the black community. Like, ciao, bye. So we're going to be comparing those two. There's a lack of evidence in the Black Klansman movie because all of the stuff, spoiler alert, at the end of the movie they show how all the stuff got burned. It was horrible. So there's absolutely no paper trail, no nothing there, nothing at all to lead back to say that this story was true. But I personally believe it did happen. Some of the things in the movie were definitely glamorized, captured the audience attention, but for the most part, I definitely believe the premise of it happened to a certain extent. And Omarosa's Tell-All Book, I don't know. It's like she's so opportunistic that she's willing to do anything to keep a coin in her pocket, the Louboutins on her feet, and food in her mouth. So, and her name in the air, so I don't believe everything that she's gonna say is true. And it's just like, so even if all the things that you did say was true, why did you continue to work for him, and why did you continue to support him publicly? Everything is not worth $1. And my mom always told me, just because $1 is $1 don't mean it's a good dollar. Okay? Listen. You don't know how people be making that money. You should not just trust everything. You know what I'm saying? You should just do everything for $1. And I stated before I listened to this podcast, I was expecting it to go into depth about the role Omarosa played and Donald Trump continuing to not respect the black and brown community. And I definitely still stand to that because, they hinted towards it and they kind of just really focused on the movie and a little bit of the correlation of Omarosa. Yeah. Then they tried to compare Ron Stallworth, the actual person or the character, to Omarosa, and it's just not comparable in a positive way, at least. It's not comparable at all. Omarosa did it to gain money, and she shunned the black community while she did not shun, but she disrespected the black community while she did it. Ron Stallworth did it to protect the black community, and not to harm it, and didn't support the KKK. He simply was playing a person to try to uncover the truth. Sometimes there is definitely a means to the end, and so I definitely believe that he definitely exploited that. Definitely. yeah, so basically, y'all just goes to who do you believe with both of the instances with the Black Klansman run Star Wars story and the Omarosa's tell-all book. It just matters like who you want to believe, and I believe it's all based on your perspective. I personally am not going to believe everything that she says in that tell-all book because her character is clearly shot. She shot it up. She did it to herself, and this is the bed. She made the bed, and now she got a lie in it. So yeah, but stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. Stay tuned for the next podcast. I will be discussing how to catch all the great Black Friday deals. Have a nice evening.